we all can have our own favorite type of events, large ones and small ones. Some of us think that things only happen in workshops and think tanks. Others like to be in a massive assembly like this. But the fact of the matter is that each of us has a personal view according to the pair of glasses that we wear. And one of the reasons why I'm involved inside so many large companies around the world is because of the risk of what we call institutional blindness. It's when we've been locked up, we're surrounded by people from the same industry. It might be banking, it might be aviation, it might be energy, and we lose perspective on the wider picture. And each of us has our own story. Mine is I started actually as a physician, as a doctor of medicine, looking after people dying of cancer at home. Before I qualified as a physician, I had my own IT startup company and was selling all kinds of software and services across the world. And I started writing books as well as combining with medicine and IT, and I've written 12. And through that, the phone began to ring, and many different companies and organizations said, please, we want to understand our future. We don't want you as a banker. We've got more bankers than you can count. We want a general view. Or someone would say, we want to see a view of emerging markets, or they want to see this, or they want to see that. But I'm also a conference organizer, like you. A third of my time is involved in an AIDS foundation, which my wife and I started in our own home 20 years ago. It's active in places like Zimbabwe, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, India, Thailand, Russia, Kazakhstan, and so on. And in January, my wife and I were heavily involved in stuff which you're much more familiar than I am. I'm used to speaking at these things rather than organizing them. But we were involved deeply in organizing an event in Uganda with all the logistic challenges of that. 35 nations, 170 people who are passionate about changing the world, about stopping the spread of AIDS, about caring for AIDS orphans and things like that. And we ran the whole thing, 35 nations, 170 people for $250,000. I don't know if that sounds a lot or a little to you. So I've been involved on the inside, and I know what the struggles are when you're stuffed for budget, when you're having to do things in a tight way, and you wanted to really change things and really make a difference in people's lives.